Yeah, hi, Masters. Very good evening to you all. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Monday evening. So, welcome to Babaji's Teachings Unified Level 2, presented by Omega Pyramid. And we entered into week 11, Masters. So, and we have Sarita Master to guide us day 1 of Enlivening the Heart. So, over to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhavaniga. Hello, Masters. Welcome to 11th week. Today's Kriya. This week, we are going to practice enlivening the heart. Till now, we practiced how to manifest, and then we have given the 7 formula which we practiced last week, like God and I, and claim and accept, thoughts with forgiveness, thanks, and amen. So we did all that practice. So this is the new chapter, and this is an extension for that other for the previous chapter. Basically, God knows everything. Every law of nature is part of that thought of God, which created everything. It's a beautiful thing. Babaji is telling this from the day one, that God knows everything, and every law of nature. He's introducing us how law of nature works, and where it is part of God's thought, and which is created by God. Everything has been created by God. The interaction of molecules, the seasons. It's so beautiful how many seasons we have, how all these molecules has been interacting with each other and created so many different chemicals, compounds, formulas, and everything. And the states of physical matter, the spiritual worlds. We have so many dimensions and spiritual worlds and states of physical matter, as well as gravity and time. Depends on the gravity and the time. Each dimension has, in each dimension, it differs, right? The time is different. Time will be different in each dimension, as well as gravity. The nature of love. Each word in this first paragraph itself, each word we can say about it the whole day. Like it's all part of the God's creation. Basically, whatever the thoughts, how perfectly God, how perfect the God thought is, and how He is creating all these things only with His thought. So we have to visualize that way. We have to understand in that perspective. Like when Babaji is trying to say, we all have the ability. So we are in this earth dimension and in this physical form, but in our pure highest form, we have to think that way. This is all possible. The purpose of mankind, important thing, how we all are here. The balance of nature, galaxies, and on and on and on. This is all His creation, God's creation. So we are part of God's creation, and everything has been created by God. God's thought, which is perfect. And God knows it all. He knows it consciously. That is, it is His thought that contains all knowledge. That's what we're saying, right? God is all-knowing intelligence. So, with that, all of the knowledge and conscious thoughts is very important, and so that he can create all these things. The whole universe is these are all created from this, from his consciousness and with all his knowledge. By now, you know the logical extension of God's omniscience. So, we know like God is everywhere. That's what we say, right? We were learning from chapter 1, Kriya 1. So, now you would understand. You also know everything. It takes a little bit time for us, but Babaji is saying us, you also know everything. You are that one and same thought. Everything in that thought is there for you to know the thing, to know and think. Everything in that thought is there for you to know and think. You only need to tune into that thought and ask whatever you want to know. That's what we are saying, right? Like tune into that thought. We want to connect to our higher self, which holds all the knowledge of us. So if we have whatever we want to ask, we can ask our higher self, and you will definitely receive answers. And in whatever the way, your higher self would be communicating with you. How silly it is then that you make mistakes. If we know everything and if we are all knowing intelligence, then why are we making mistakes? It sounds silly, right? That's what here they were saying. Like, how silly is it to wonder what course of action is your wisest interest? The answers are all there. There is no need to guess or fumble. So all the answers are within. So how do the answers all comes from within? And when we are not conscious or not thinking right, we make silly mistakes or whatever the mistakes, unconsciously or unknowingly, out of ignorance. So, suffering of any mankind arises only when you are not tapped into the knowledge. So, that's what it is, right? Knowledge is, they say, knowledge is compared with the light. When we do the light, when we switch on or when we light, uh, it erases all the darkness. The same way, where there is a knowledge, due to that knowledge, suffering will be gone. That's what he was saying. Suffering results from mistakes, and mistakes are not taking and using the knowledge that is yours. You miss the take. Mistakes. Now there is no excuse for errors or suffering or simply not living your life to the fullest. You know your origin and you know you share in God's all knowingness. So, when we say God is all knowing intelligence and all knowingness, so when we vibrate and think and consciously connected in the same way, so all the knowledge will be given to us. Knowingly, we won't make such mistakes going forward. So that's what Babaji is trying to say. There is no excuse for errors or suffering. When you know, when you have that knowledge. Furthermore, Now you are in tune with your higher self and that source of all knowledge. That's his mentioning again. It's so important. And connect with your higher self and ask your higher self with such awareness. Every impulse of yours is naturally correct and perfect to bring you experiences filled with all of God qualities. So, this is why we are doing every day in our practice God qualities, and then um, saying God and I. Basically, eh, we are saying all the God qualities, and then we are saying that all I have all those qualities too, right? So by saying all that, and then feeling is also very important. So, and then connect it to your higher self, and then if you want, if you and before doing meditation, we also state the purpose of the meditation. So, in here, we can, when you are in your when you are doing your quiet periods also, you can say, ask your higher self, like, my dear higher self, uh, give me the knowledge of some particular situation, or if you have any question, or you want some kind of experience, knowledge, to have that experience, you can say that, and then continue your meditation. So you will be given the answer or the knowledge that is required for you, that you need to face that situation to gain that experience. And it will be correct. Definitely do not doubt about whatever the answers or the guidance that has been given from your higher self. You may not intellectually understand everything there is to know. The intellect is such a small part of you. With this physical body, with our limited mind, but however intelligent we think we are, due to this limitedness of the this dimension, where we are bound to this physical body, it's still small part of the intelligence for you. Like we are in first floor, so we can see only certain way. So if something above us can see the whole thing, the whole complete situation or the whole thing, so the understanding of that person is completely different than who is in that ground level, and that is completely different. So this reminds me one of the Mahabharat. In Mahabharat, there is one situation where after all the uh, battle is done, Arjuna asks Krishna, who did, who is the greatest warrior in that battle? You are there. I am all our Panch Pandavas are there, and we fought such a big battle. We won. So who do you think? We did so many days. We lost so many people. So still, who is the greatest warrior in the whole battlefield that we did? So Krishna says, um, I know there are a lot of great warriors, but I'm not the right person to say, because I am also involved in the battlefield. So when you are doing or involved in whatever we are doing, we still cannot see the whole picture of it. And then Krishna says, there is one person, I forgot the person's name. So the only head of that person, will be on the top of the mountain, where that head of that person can see the whole view from the top view, each and every situation, each and every person, what is going, who killed who, everything, like complete picture of it. So Krishna says, go and ask that person. He saw the whole thing. He has the whole picture. You and me, we are all inside that. So the same way, when our knowledge here, when we are uh, doing, and when we are in this world, we have the nim, right, barbik. That's right. Uh, Thank you. So the same way, whoever person, yeah, our higher self will have the complete picture of it. So it's always very, very reliable when you have the connection, and then you can ask that, you can get proper guidance. And every impulse of yours is naturally correct and perfect to bring you experiences filled with all the God qualities. You may not intuitively understand everything there is to know. The intellect is such a small part of you. It is your head. It is in your head. While the connection to all intelligence is in your heart. So that's why we say the wise masters, some of the masters say, right? Think from the heart and listen to your heart. Not think, listen and act from your heart than from your head. In your heart, you know what you're doing is right, even though your intellect may not understand and may even argue against it. Sometimes they both fight, right? The head says something and then heart says something, so it's so confusing. The intellect is limited to the sum total of your experiences since you separated from your higher self. So, when we are connected with our higher self, it will be more, it will come gradually. So, we will be acting more from our heart, listening to our higher self, and then our intuition or how our communication with our higher self will be improved, and then we'll get that strong signals, um, immediate guidance, whatever we need in our daily life or whenever we need it, whenever we ask. The intellect assumes that you are separate and lone being. That is fantasy. What your head can tell you is based on fantasy. The heart does not deal in fantasy. It is your communication, it's your connection to your whole self, to all intelligence and to all truth. So that's why we are first kriya that we do is centering in the heart. It leads you to right action, to fulfillment, to success, and back to wholeness. That is why the emphasis this week is on enlivening your heart. The first day this week, you are to write out the creating formula to do just that. The claim section is simply I claim now that I enliven and empower my heart to bring me my all knowing intelligence. So, this is what we are going to say during this practice. I claim section in that formula, 7-word formula that we remember. In this claim section, we are going to say, I claim now that I enliven and empower my heart to bring me my all-knowing intelligence. So we are going to practice that. Use your quiet period today to discover what thoughts you have that inhibit your heart from opening up to all knowledge. Deal with those thoughts in fourth section of the formula. After you have written out your creating formula for your heart, becoming comfortable and familiar with each section, you want to repeat it easily without a paper at least each day of this week. So we already know, right? I mean, God and I claim and accept. So in that claim section and accept section, we're going to do this one. That's what Babaji is saying. Remember to be centered in your heart when you say and think of the formula. Feel the truth as you think of each section. This is very important. Feel. When we say God's qualities, each quality, and then we adopt them to us, to those qualities, as well as when we claim everything is feel the truth as you think of each section. Feeling is very important. The second and every other day this week is your time to practice a new tool for tapping into all-knowing intelligence. This new tool is kinetic signal from your higher self for the yes and no. Okay. Actually, you may already have such signal. A chill up spine when you are about to say or do something evil or inappropriate is common. Some people experience sweaty palms or twitchy at some places. These could be various forms of signals from your higher self. You may not remember anything now, but as you become more familiar with such signals, some will dawn on you. So, we are going to practice with yes and no signals from our higher self. That will be included in our higher self, in our practice. You are in charge of what signals you want. Always remember that. You are not the victim of any particular signal. If you feel it's too obvious to anyone watching, or if it hurts, or you just don't like it, you can tell your higher self to give you a new one. This is true with all signals, even the main signal from your higher self, as well as the new yes and no signals you will be learning this week. Actually, I tried this one for yes and no. When I asked my higher self, I was getting some kind of I mean some signal I forgot, and then I asked my higher self, can you please, if it is yes, can you please give me this particular way? And then from next time, I I am really, if it is yes, I started getting that signal the way I asked. So you can definitely, it's nice. You have to experiment and then enjoy the process. It's all practical. That's the beauty of this unified, uh, course that excites me the most. We are getting knowledge for each chapter and we are practicing it. And, you're experimenting it and all. So now sit comfortably with your head and spine very vertical. Settle down with your attention in your heart. Get your higher self signal and communicate as far as long there is a feelings to do so. Then what do we say? Dear higher self name, my higher self, please give me a S signal by rotating my head from right to left 3 times. Okay, so that's what in the book it says. Uh, okay, so that's what it says. So from right to left 3 times. That's what here it says. Rotating my head So, but I asked my higher self, okay, do not rotate my head, give me like this. It might sound funny, I'm sorry. But yeah, I asked my higher self, and that's how I get it. Do not love, I mean, you'll be closing your eyes anyway when we do this practice. Okay, that's what we are going to practice at S and no signal. Okay, for the no signal, when same thing, when you feel comfortable, and where you will be already connected with your higher self. Okay, once you get the high S signal, now we ask the same way for the no signal. So we will ask our higher self, please give me no signal by rotating my head from right to left once. So what Babaji is trying to say, if it is S signal, rotating my head from right to left 3 times. Okay, and if it is no, please give me no signal, rotating my head from right to left once. That's what Babaji say. But again he told you, I mean he mentioned, you can always ask your higher self how you want to be changed that. Okay, it doesn't have to be the same. You ask your higher self, it's between you and your higher self. So yes, I asked my higher self the way I asked, and then I get it. So yeah, please, e- please be communicate, and we can do this signal each day. Practice the S and no signals by demanding the S and then the no. Mix them up. You whenever you're you sit, mix them up. Sometimes you ask for, my dear higher self, please give me my no signal. And once you get the signal, you'll be getting the same signal. You asked rotate from right to left 1 time, right? So that's the same signal you will be getting every time for the no. So once you master this S and no, the purpose of it is, when you have a question and ask your higher self, if it is a yes or no question basically, so the communication you will be getting the yes or no signal. Before doing that, you should be able to connect with your higher self. We should do all those clear uninvited influences, and then close our aura and send love and light to all the thought forms. Centering in the heart is very, very important. Connect with our higher self, get the higher self signal, and then um, we are also enlivening our heart. So we say that, as well as we'll practice on the yes and no signals this week. And you can demand a different signal too, like we already discussed. Don't, however, demand different signals just to test the process. Saying please uh, to not to test the process, because this is given by enlightened master Mahathir Babaji. You have to trust the process and believe in it. Do not just change signals every now and then to just test it. Okay, tests of this type do not work. It will just make you vulnerable to doubts. You will get more doubts. It's not working for me. What is happening? I don't get it, and all. So yeah, you're going to get it. Ask um, the same way process. You're going to definitely get it. Ask until you get it. Throughout this week, we have the whole week. This is only first day. Simply be aware that your heart is opening. Trust your feelings. Act on them. Your creating formula is enlivening and empowering your heart. This is the connection to God's thought, which is all knowledge. Its input will be in the feelings of the heart. Enjoy it. So that's what we are going to do for this week. I hope you all got the concept of it. So let's, yeah. Sorry, masters, it took a long time because it's a first day. I just want to read the whole chapter and explain it. Let's go into the practice, and then if we have any questions, we'll discuss at the end of the session. Okay. Bhavani garu, can you put the music loud and less volume, with the less volume? Sit comfortably, masters. Cross your legs. Clasp your hands. Spine straight. Close your eyes. If you have specs, remove them. Take 3 deep breaths. Let go of the thoughts. Let's invite Mahavtar Babaji, Patriji, our higher self, unified author consciousness, unified book consciousness. Please guide us and bless us. The purpose of the meditation today, of this session, is to experience the enlivening of heart. Visualize we are all sitting under golden crystalline pyramid, and our guiding masters sitting with us, meditating. Scan your body from head to toe. Release any tension. Slowly get into the center of your heart. Breathe in from your heart center. Breathe out from your heart center. Breathe in from your heart center. Breathe out. Feel the heartbeat, pulsations, energies expanding there. Let's clear our aura. To all the uninvited influences in my aura, I send love and light. You each are whole and healed. You each were created as love and light. You are still love and light. You each have perfect place to go. I ask my higher self name, to take you there. Each of you go in peace. I close my aura to all except my higher self. Send love and light to all the thought forms around me. Send love and light to all the thought forms around me. God and I. God is light. That brightens deepest corners, darkest corners. I am light. I am made in the image of God. I inherited all God qualities. God is love. I am love. God is happiness, joy, bliss, peace. I am happiness, joy, bliss, peace. God is perfect. He created this whole universe with the perfect thought, perfect action, with all-knowing intelligence. I am perfect, aligned with God thoughts. To make right moves, to do right actions. With all-knowing intelligence. God is omnipresent. I am omnipresent. God is non-judgmental. I am non-judgmental. Feel each word. Stay connected with that high energies, thoughtless state. I claim now that I enliven and empower my heart to bring me all-knowing intelligence. Feel the pulsations in the heart center. I claim now to enliven and empower my heart with all-knowing intelligence. I forgive person or situation that I have hurt, knowingly or unknowingly, consciously or unconsciously. I send love and light to myself and the persons to heal. Feel that love and light is coming back to you from that person. Forgiven. I realize now I am here for giving love. Thank you, God, for everything, everyone in my life. I release my claim to the nature of natural laws. Amen. So be it. Feel the universal energies that are filling up your whole body from head to toe, each and every cell of your body. Ask your higher self, my dear higher self, please give me my signal now. My dear higher self, please give me S signal now by rotating my head from right to left 3 times. My dear higher self, please give me S signal now by rotating my head right to left 3 times. My dear higher self, please give me S signal now by rotating my head right to left 3 times. Thank you. Thank you, my dear higher self, for your guidance, love, response. Thank you. Love you. Let's practice no signal. My dear higher self, please give me no signal by rotating my head right to left 1 time. My dear higher self, please give me no signal by rotating my head right to left 1 time. Let's ask one more time. My dear higher self, please give me no signal by rotating my head right to left 1 time. Thank you, my dear higher self. Thank you for S and no signals. Thank you. Send love and light to everyone, everything, everywhere around me. Send love and light to the whole city where I am, to the whole state, to the whole country, all the continents, all oceans, all water bodies, minerals, forests, birds, animals, all the beings, the whole Mother Earth, inside out. Sending this beautiful, healing, love and light energies to the Mother Earth. From here to the whole universe and beyond. And it's coming back to us, entering our aura, filling up our whole aura. So the feeling, energies, bliss, love pulsations in heart. Your whole body from head to toe is absorbing this wonderful energies. Each and every cell is filling up. Thank you, Mahavdar Babaji, for all your knowledge. Thank you, Patriji. Thank you, Unified Book author, Book Consciousness, Omega Pyramid, for bringing us all together and giving us this knowledge platform. Thank you to all the guiding masters. Thank you, all the masters who are here today, sharing your energies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Slowly, let's come back to our body, masters. Wiggle your toes, feel your feet, feel your hands. Rub your hands, put it on your face, eyes. On count of 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently open your eyes with a beautiful smile on your face. Volume is perfect, Bhavani Garu, today. It's low and I think it's perfect. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. And yeah, thank you, Sarita, ma'am. It's just like Wonderful, nice energies. So thank you so much. Masters, anyone want to share your experience? You have any questions you want to ask, ma'am? Please unmute yourself. I think still everyone is in meditative mode, ma'am. Because it was really, really wonderful. Like it was nice energies.
Yes, beautiful, nice energies. Yeah, hopefully all the masters are clear with the concept enlivening the heart, as well as today we learned something new, connecting with our higher self and yes and no signals. Masters, please practice it. Like Babaji said, you can ask, once you get the signal, you can ask your higher self to change the signal the way you wanted it. But don't play with it. Mm, try not to test it. Like Babaji warned us. Yeah. That's all for today. And please read this chapter before coming before coming to the tomorrow's session, masters. So you'll have more clarity on it. Each word is truth here. Yeah.
Yep. Beautiful, ma'am. Beautiful. Yeah. Thank you, masters. So see you all tomorrow for day 2 practice. So please do read the book and then come. So thank you. Thank you, masters. Until then, have a good night.